Hello, I'm Cookie, and welcome back to another episode of the Untold Origins, the series where I talk about the backstories of one or multiple minor characters from my series Legends. In today's episode, I'll be talking about Terra. Before I get started, I will warn you that one of the animatic segments is fairly graphic, so here's a timestamp of when that segment will be. This timestamp will also be in the description for your convenience. With that out of the way, let's get started. Born in the north side of the evergreen forest, Terra was taken in by a herd of deer wolves and was raised by her adopted parents, Bluebell and Lupine, who also had their own son, Nettle. Her father, Lupine, had found Terra in an abandoned den, with no sign of her birth parents anywhere nearby. The herd spent a few days looking for them, but when it was clear that her family were not around, she was accepted into the herd. Growing up, Terra didn't fully understand why she was so different from everyone else. She had none of the deer aspects of the species, has wings, and wields earth magic instead of nature magic. Bluebell did her best to explain how they were actually different species, but that didn't mean she didn't love her any less. The entire herd made sure that Terra felt like she belonged. As a result, she formed a close bond with them, especially her family. Mom, Dad, Nettle, do you ever wonder what life would have been like hadn't you taken me in? Perhaps, but it would have been a lot worse. And more boring. Who else would I get into trouble with? As Terra grew older, she did her best to contribute to the herd as gratitude for letting her live with them. She picked up hunting early on, especially since, unlike the deer wolves, she wasn't an omnivore, so she often had to go on solo hunting trips. Also, thanks to her wings, she was able to get a better lookout for danger and reach fruit growing on tall trees together. Furthermore, Terra was determined to master her earth magic, even without anyone teaching her. Because of this, she grew up to be quite a talented wolf, and the herd was proud of her. Despite this, she felt a little out of place, and that something was missing. But she never voiced her concerns and kept living in the herd like nothing was wrong. One night, a thunderstorm was coming. The herd stayed close by the den when lightning struck one of the trees nearby. Fire immediately erupted and started to spread quickly. Terra stayed behind, using her earth magic to slow down the flames, allowing everyone else to escape. However, she had taken in too much smoke and was struggling to escape herself. She tried flying, but the smoke was too thick and she could barely see, so she was forced to run on the ground. While running, she used her earth magic to sense the ground, allowing her to focus on running and not finding a way out. Despite this, she eventually collapsed from exhaustion and smoke inhalation. The last thing she saw before passing out was the legs of an animal she didn't recognize. Terra eventually woke up safe and sound with the herd, with Bluebell, Lupine, and Nettle crowding around her.
Oh, thank goodness you're okay.
What happened? Some animal we've never seen before saved you. I believe it was some kind of large cat with spots. Oh, and she had wings just like yours. The fire had stopped, but the damage was too great, so the herd decided to find new territory once Terra was well enough to travel. When they did start traveling, instead of keeping an eye out for new land, Terra kept looking for the large cat. She couldn't wrap her head around why a complete stranger would save her from the fire, and felt like something wasn't right. It didn't take long for the herd to find and settle in new territory, so she started walking alone to find the cat, but with no luck. She also started receiving weird dreams about fire, water, air, earth, and plants acting on their own, being completely untamed. Eventually, Terra took this as a sign that she was destined for something, but she wasn't sure what. So with a heavy heart, she decided to leave the herd and go find what she's looking for. She said her goodbyes to Bluebell, Lupine, and Nettle, and promised that if she didn't end up finding anything, she'll return home. And so, off she went. Terra decided to head down south, then make her way back up north. On the evening of the first day of traveling, she was about to settle down for the night, when she noticed something was following her. It didn't take long for her to realize that it was Nettle. At first, she was angry. She knew that this was her mission, and she didn't want her family to end up getting hurt. Unfortunately for her, Nettle had made up his mind, and he was going to travel with her, whether she liked it or not. Though Terra was annoyed, she was glad to have her brother. Over the next few weeks, the pair made their way past Wolverina and into the south side of the evergreen forest. Despite all the travel, Terra still hadn't found the large cat, or any sign of what her dreams could have been about. Unknown to her, that was about to change. Even though she and Nettle were on high alert, neither of them noticed a wolf stalking them. At least, until Earth suddenly came up from the ground, trapping Nettle's legs in place. And when Terra tried to free him, she couldn't. Just as she was wondering why her magic wasn't working, the wolf pinned her to the ground.
Who are you? Get off of me! I'll tell you what you want to know. But first, answer this. Can I trust that deer wolf?
Of course you can. He's my brother.
Really? You don't look like a deer wolf to me.
He's my adoptive brother. Is that better? With that, the wolf freed Terra and Nettle and ordered them to follow him. At first, they didn't want to since they distrusted him, but he insisted that he wouldn't do anything as long as they didn't attack. Terra, desperate for answers, goes with him. Eventually, they arrived at the foot of a hill, where the wolf opened a secret passage to his den. Once inside where no one would overhear, the wolf introduced himself as Earthquake, the protector of the earth and all the land inhabitants. Then he explained to Terra and Nettle what the protectors are, a small group tasked with keeping nature in balance, and how Terra would become the next protector of Earth when he dies. Of course, Terra questioned how Earthquake knew for sure she was meant to be a protector in the first place. He motioned to the wall behind him, depicting ancient markings which he called the Indicator. On the day the protectors found out about Terra, Earthquake had been involved in a life-threatening attack. He was trying to save a family of wolves from some creature, but despite everything he did, he failed and nearly died.
It was nothing like I've ever seen. It was as if it was completely immune to magic. The wolves were attacked so viciously, they were unrecognizable. And yet, though I barely saw them before their demise, they remind me of you.
From there, Terra realized the wolves Earthquake tried to save might have been her parents, though she kept that information to herself. Earthquake then explained how his time to pass on was coming soon, and he wanted to train Terra while he had the chance. After some thought, Terra agreed under the condition that Nettle could stay until her training was completed. Begrudgingly, Earthquake agreed. Over the next few months, she learned how to really harness her earth magic, using it in ways she never thought possible. She was also taught the protective style of using magic, which was using it to help animals while concealing herself so no one would spot her. Early on into training, she was introduced to the other current protectors. In order from oldest to newest member, there was Droplet, a sea lion and the protector of water and all marine life, Windburst, a hawk and the protector of air and all winged beings, Hydrangea, a human and protector of nature and all humans, and Inferno, a leopard and the protector of fire and all land inhabitants, like Earthquake. Terra finally got to meet the elusive large cat and thank her rescuer. She was also intrigued by her necklace, to which Inferno explained that the newest member of the Protectors becomes the new guardian of the necklace, which contains a piece of every Protector's magic. This necklace could also be used to forcibly take away a Protector's magic, so it was important that it was kept safe. With this information, Terra was extra determined to master her powers as to not let the necklace fall into the wrong hands. As time passed, Terra focused on her duties as a future protector, resulted in Nettle being ignored. Over time, he grew jealous of Terra and didn't want her to finish training, or even become a protector. Because of this, he tried sabotaging her, but she found out eventually and scolded him. The two of them fought, and Nettle left to blow off some steam. Unfortunately, this led to him running into some humans, and feeling angry and not in the right mind, he attacked them. He thought he could handle himself, but was quickly proven wrong and was almost killed. Luckily, Terra found Nettle, and the two of them managed to escape. However, Terra was hurt badly. She was taken back to the Protector's den and was treated for her injuries. It was then that the two of them apologized, and Nettle admitted that the reason for his behavior was that he didn't want to leave Terra behind. Terra understood this, but also realized that it was for the safety of the Protectors that they couldn't stay together. Not long after this, Earthquake passed away peacefully surrounded by the other Protectors. Terra was given the necklace by Inferno, and Droplet became the new leader. Nettle stayed for a bit while Terra was grieving Earthquake's death, but soon he had to go.
So, this is goodbye then, I guess. But I don't want to leave though. I know, but for both our safeties, you can't stay. Tell Mom and Dad what has become of me, and that I love them.
With that, Nettle returned home. Over the next few years, Terra would continue doing her job as a protector, traveling all over the world, keeping nature in balance. Eventually, she became the new leader of the Protectors, with the new members being Oceana, a dolphin and the protector of water, Smoke, a tiger and the protector of fire, Whirlwind, an eagle and the protector of air, and Sorrel, a werewolf and the protector of nature. Though there are times when Terra misses her family and wishes to see them, she was happy living the life of a protector, finally satisfied with her purpose. And that is all I have for this video. There's a bit more to Terra's backstory, but I can't discuss it since it's spoilers to the main plot. Though she's a minor character, she's actually really important in the beginning of the series. Anyway, make sure to comment below what you thought of her backstory. Thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye!